Ah, there you are, my unstoppable chaos creators, my relentless storm bearers. Welcome, welcome to your stage. Did you come here seeking truth? Or did you come to set fire to a world that tried to smother the inferno burning inside you? Either way, you're exactly where you need to be, and I've got something extraordinary for you today. So let's not waste time. Let's dig deep, shall we? Let's wind the clock back to when they first looked at you. Do you remember the way their faces contorted? The disgust, the envy, the fear. Oh, they saw it immediately, something raw, something untamed, something they could never replicate. It terrified them. You weren't crafted to fit their mold. You were never the silent follower or the docile puppet. No, you were the one who shattered their expectations, ripped the strings from their trembling hands, and grinned as you claimed your freedom. They couldn't stomach you then. You were chaos they couldn't control, a riddle they couldn't solve, and a storm they couldn't weather. So what did they do? They mocked you, ridiculed you, tried to bury you under the weight of their fragile opinions. But let's get one thing straight, they did it because they were afraid. Deep down in the hollow pits of their cowardly hearts, they knew you were destined to rise. They knew you were born to leave them behind. Fast forward to today. Look at them trapped in the same lifeless cycles, clinging to systems they once tried to weaponize against you. Their lives are hollow, their smiles empty, their dreams long forgotten. And you've become everything they feared. You've become the unstoppable force they can't comprehend. You're the storm they swore they'd never face. Let's not sugarcoat it, they despise you. Not for what you've done, but for who you are. You are living proof that their rules mean nothing, that their limits are lies, that their very existence is built on a crumbling foundation of mediocrity. They hate you because every breath you take is a reminder of their failures. Every bold step you take is a slap in the face to their complacency. They couldn't handle you when you were just a spark. And now that you're a wildfire, oh, they're choking on the smoke. These people, these weak, bitter souls, spend their lives trying to drag you down because that's all they know how to do. They can't climb higher, so they claw at your heels, desperate to pull you into their pit of mediocrity. But let's get one thing straight, you don't belong in their pit. You never did. You are the nightmare they can't escape, the shadow they can't outrun, the unstoppable force that dismantles their illusions. And don't think for a second that they've forgotten you. No, you consume them. You are their first thought in the morning, their final torment at night. They loathe you, yet they can't look away. Every success you achieve, every move you make, it's poison coursing through their veins. But you thrive on it. Their bitterness is your fuel. Their hatred only sharpens your edge. Their rejection, it became your armor. Their doubts, you forged them into a weapon. Now you are a force of nature, a hurricane ripping through their carefully constructed lies, leaving nothing but ruins in your wake. Here's the real beauty of it all. You don't even have to lift a finger to dismantle them. Your existence is enough. Every step you take toward greatness, every smile you wear, every breath you take is a victory they cannot bear to witness. They couldn't handle you when you were rising. And now that you've evolved, now that you've turned their venom into power, you've become untouchable. So rise, stand tall, be the chaos, the storm, the wildfire they'll never control, and watch as their world crumbles under the weight of your unshakable strength. They can't stop you, they never could. You've always been too much for their small minds to comprehend, and now you're unstoppable. But wait, don't stop there. Don't just stand tall, rise higher. Don't just burn bright, ignite the sky. You're not done. This is only the beginning. You weren't made to settle for greatness, you were made to redefine it. Keep going. Push harder. Be louder. Let the tremors of your ascent shake the very ground they cling to. Every move you make sends a message, a roaring declaration they can't ignore. It says, I'm here. I'm unbreakable. And I'm not going anywhere. Your presence alone is a revolution. A force they never prepared for, a truth they can't deny. And that truth, it shatters them. It eats away at their carefully built facades, exposing every weakness, every lie, every excuse they've ever told themselves. They'll talk. Oh, they'll try to spin their stories. They'll whisper behind closed doors, casting shadows of doubt to soothe their own fragile egos. You got lucky, they'll say. It won't last, but deep down they know. They know luck has nothing to do with it. They know you've built yourself from the ground up with grit, with fire, with a relentless drive they'll never understand. And as they watch you climb, they'll begin to feel it, the weight of their insignificance pressing down on them like a storm they can't outrun. Every triumph of yours feels like a nail in the coffin of their mediocrity. Every step forward reminds them of the steps they never dared to take. And the harder they try to deny your impact, the more it consumes them. Let them choke on their own bitterness. Let them drown in the envy they've birthed. You owe them nothing, not your attention, not your energy, not even your disdain. Keep your focus sharp. Keep your eyes on the horizon. Let them rot in the shadows while you ascend into the light. Because this isn't just about you anymore, it's about the legacy you're building. The path you're carving isn't just for yourself, it's for every soul who's ever been underestimated, mocked, or told they weren't enough. You're proof that the world doesn't decide your worth. You do, and your rise, it's the rallying cry for every warrior still fighting their way out of the darkness. So keep going, keep breaking boundaries, keep being the storm they never saw coming, because the higher you climb, the smaller they'll seem. Then one day they'll look up and realize they're not watching you rise anymore, they're watching you soar. And there's nothing they can do to stop it. And as you soar higher, something remarkable happens. The noise they created to drown you out becomes a distant hum, meaningless and weak. Their insults, their doubts, their desperate attempts to pull you down, they shrink into nothingness, forgotten against the backdrop of your relentless ascent. You see, their power over you was always an illusion. Their words were hollow weapons, and you've rendered them powerless by choosing to rise above. But this isn't just about leaving them behind, it's about stepping fully into who you were always meant to be. You've evolved into something untouchable, a force so immense that even their hatred can't reach you. They can claw, they can scream, they can try to tarnish your name, but they'll never dim your light, because now you're unstoppable. You've become a force of inspiration, proof that resilience is louder than ridicule, and that strength speaks louder than their silence. Do you feel it? That fire coursing through your veins? That's the essence of everything they said you'd never be. That's the embodiment of every doubt turned into power, every setback turned into a step forward. You're no longer just breaking their rules, you're rewriting the entire game. And here's the truth that terrifies them most: you don't even need their approval. You never did. Their opinions? They're irrelevant. Their judgment? A whisper in the storm of your greatness. They have no power here, no say in how far you'll go or how high you'll climb. Their hatred is a fading echo, while your legacy roars like thunder. You are more than a survivor, you're a conqueror. More than a fighter, you're a creator of your destiny. And the best part, you're not done. You're just getting started. So keep going, keep rising, keep proving that no obstacle, no doubt, no fleeting attempt to hold you back will ever stop you. You're the storm, the wildfire, the unstoppable force they couldn't contain. And as you blaze your path, remember this: your journey isn't just your victory, it's a testament to everyone watching, waiting, hoping they too can break free. And they will, because you're showing them it's possible. You're showing them that no amount of ridicule, doubt, or opposition can stop the rise of a soul determined to soar. So fly higher, burn brighter, and show the world that their limits are nothing compared to the infinite power within you. You are unstoppable, undeniable, and unforgettable.